Bikram Yogi Guru Predator is a documentary film on Netflix telling the story of Bikram, the man responsible for basically hot yoga. So even if you've never done hot yoga, most people know what it is. It's basically like doing yoga in a sauna-like environment. And this documentary is a pretty balanced, subjective look at the man, the very and how much influence and power. You sort of, if you don't know who he is, then this documentary does a great job of telling you who he is through interviews and archive footage, interviews, things like that. And basically saying that he's a very charismatic man, and he basically built his way up, you know. And then we find out the sort of more sinister half, and this about halfway through, we finally get the sort of, you know, why he's a controversial figure and all of the basically, he was accused of being a rapist several times, harasser to many different women, and he never really faced justice. He basically just kept pleading the fifth, and then he fled the country. And the movie is really eye-opening, and it basically, you know, tells you, you know, the reality of that sort of, you know, injustice. You know, it happens all the time, and people just sort of flee, and they can continue working. Sometimes there are no repercussions from being accused, and it's a very powerful statement, and you know, there's a lot of brave women that came out to have to, you know, be in this film. They didn't have to. It's something they could have left behind, but it's explained that, you know, but at least by doing this film, it can give them a little bit of closure, even though they'll never receive justice for, you know, what Bikram did to them. And you know, the documentary is a little on the short side, and it can't really do much except tell the story, and then of course tell you what he's doing now. So overall, Bikram Yogi Guru Predator is a really, you know, simple story. It's not like anything super riveting, but it's an important story, I guess, to be told. And I quite enjoyed it, you know, as a documentary, and it does have, you know, a few interesting parts. So I give Bikram a 6.5 out of 10.